and work ethic, a belief in the moral benefit and importance of work and its inherent ability to strengthen character. That's the definition. But can you really sum it up in just one sentence? If one sentence was all we needed to understand work ethic, then the world would be packed with dedicated, hardworking people. No one would ever have a doubt in their mind. Work ethic is built by you. It's the small moments when you are in charge that makes everything matter. Work ethic isn't when your boss tells you need to get something done. It's not when you have a due date and have to pull an all-nighter to get something done. It's about doing the work when no one else is watching. No one cares if you are successful. It may be jealousy. It may be because they are too afraid to even try what you are doing. Either way, you can't let what someone else says influence your behavior. They don't want you to succeed. Not even your mom wants you to succeed, because if you do, she thinks you're not going to call her back. If you want to have a strong work ethic, and I mean a really strong work ethic, early riser, work hustle, kill mentality, it's entirely up to you. Your work ethic might be influenced by the movies that you watch, the books that you read, and the people that you talk to. But at the end of the day, you either have it or you don't. If you are working on something that you are truly passionate about, you really need to hustle to get things done. That's why the most successful people are constantly running on full blast. They're always thinking, working, dreaming. They practice their work like it's a craft. Their practice is like an art form. Time is the one commodity that you can't get back, and trust me, there's no way to make more of it. When people say something like, I'd rather die than miss a day in the gym, what they really mean is that they see no other possibility. The only path in their is that they have to work hard and get success.
Let's go. Let's go. Good morning, family. Rise and shine. Another blessed and grateful day. Back at it again. Super excited to go ahead and dive into today's topic. We're going to be talking about 8 tips to go ahead and improve your work ethic. It's crazy. The universe didn't want me to go ahead and get this message out. 11:11. Paint your vision. The Wi-Fi was out. You see, I couldn't even get the TV up. I actually had a fire PowerPoint that I had prepared for you guys, literally all set up and ready to go. But it's all good. We're going to keep pushing through because this message is going to get out. So, family, drop your gratitude for the day. What is everybody grateful for coming into today? Grateful for God, grateful to be alive, grateful for the sun, grateful for the morning routine, for the beautiful abundance that is flowing to and through each and every single one of us, for the challenges, for the trials and tribulations. Grateful for all that is to come for the dream team. I love you, family. So let's go ahead and get into today, right? We're going to talk about how to go ahead and get this work ethic kicked up a notch, right? So I have 8 tips for you. So with no further ado, let's go ahead and get into today. I'm actually really upset I can't get these slides up for you because this is super fire, but it's all good. Let's go ahead and get to it. All right, number 1, be predictable, okay? The first thing is going to be predictable. This is huge when it comes to growth, when it comes to developing the best version of yourself. And what do I mean by being predictable? Okay, here's what I mean by that when I say that, all right? I don't want you to take that out of the wrong context, okay? Here's what I mean. Waking up or show up at the same time each and every single day. So for everybody on this call, what day is everybody on as far as your consistency challenge, right? What are we at? I believe we're at day 77, coming up to day 90. So drop it down below. So the first thing when it comes to being predictable that I wanted you guys to think about is your morning routine, right? Getting up every day, you should know how you're going to go ahead and run the day, right? By being able to have our rituals, right? The daily rituals, being able to journal, get our at least 10 pages of reading in, get our visualization, get our trading in, right? Everything for me is documented. I know what time I'm getting up. I'm doing my reading, my yoga, right? Getting in my trading, hopping on, getting in the personal development, doing this call, right? Everything is documented predictably every day, right? You guys know it in the chat, what is going to be happening during these morning hours. And this is huge when it comes to really building blocks, right? Being able to stack, being able to take one habit and then being able to build on it as you grow. Okay. The second part, when it comes to being predictable, those who steadily grow their business show up every day without distractions, no excuses about a crisis. Everyone has them. Okay. The truth of the matter is everybody in Florida, we just got hit by a hurricane, right? Everybody that's living and breathing right now is going through a recession. So we all have all of these excuses that we can go ahead and throw out and put out there as to why we can't show up, why we can't go ahead and be on the calls, why we can't go ahead and be the best version of ourselves. But at the same time, excuses always sound best to who? They always sound best to those that make them. So when it came to excuses along the course of this journey, I always had a way out that I could have complained and blamed the individuals that quit my business, those that didn't believe me, those that constantly gave me backlash for what it is that I was doing. But I held the vision, I'd stay consistent, and I showed up every day without distractions, right? There was time for months over the years where we would throw events every Tuesday and Thursday. Nobody would show up. But we understood if you build it, they will come, right? Nobody's going to come if you don't keep the vision. So the vision has to stay firm. Okay. Number 3, when it comes to being predictable, watch this. If you stop every time you have something come up, you'll lose all momentum and have to start over again. Trust me, I know it's a pain in the butt. How many of us feel like we've been there once or twice, right? Go ahead and drop some 2s in the chat. I definitely can relate. So that's right. The yoga is coming in. So pay attention. So think about it like this, okay? Inside of the peaceful warrior, he talks about there's no starting, there's no stopping, there's only doing, right? So while some people, they get little spurts, they take a break, they get little spurts, they take a break, and they wonder why they're always staying right at break even, and then we look out the window, we look left, we look right, we see others soaring, we see others winning, we see momentum. Well, what's the difference between them and us? They were able to stay consistent, right? For those of you that have been doing the challenge, you understand that one day off, that's okay. That happens to all of us. All of us need a little bit of time to recharge. But the day that you take 2 days off, now you started the road downhill. Now you start to go ahead and increase momentum. But here's the deal. Momentum can go either positive or it can work negatively. So I had to really think about my business. How many days was I really taking off? How many days was I actually documenting my progress? Because it's so easy to be able to go back and not check what we're doing. But if you go back and you look at your notes, if you go back and we look at our calendar, we can hold ourselves accountable by the calls that we did, by how we showed up, the trading sessions that we attended, right? How is our trading plan actually looking as we go along? All of these different things play a huge role when it comes to really being predictable. Okay, so this is big. Number 2, second thing I got for you, second tip when it comes to building a stronger work ethic is going to be consistent, right? Same thing. You show up, you're consistent, you keep doing the work. So after enough consistent efforts, right? Brandon Boyd was talking about this, doing the right things start to happen in a positive way where it's inevitable to experience an explosion inside of your business, inside of your trading account, inside of your e-commerce store. Okay, I tell you guys all the time, there is nothing that we do every day that we're not going to be able to consistently get better at. Okay, anything that we do, the same analogy with the tree, you take a tree, you hit in the same spot every day. I don't care how big, how fat the tree is, eventually it's going to fall. Okay, eventually something is going to break. You are going to experience, that's why they call it a breakthrough, but in reality, it's a break free because we're not breaking through anything. We're breaking free from the limiting beliefs. There's no box, okay? There's no box that we're stuck in. It's unlimited. It's about being able to break free and understand. The hardest part about most of this was the belief. You see, without the belief, it's hard to show up. It's hard to be consistent because you don't actually know if this is going to work out. You don't know if your time is going to be well spent night in and day out, okay? But understand, I promise you, it is all worth it. And the last part when it comes to being consistent, people want to work with those who are consistent, right? Well, think about it. With those that are watching you right now, do you think that they want to go ahead and work with somebody who's hot for a week and then who goes ghost for the next 4 days? Okay. Social media is like a movie. It's like a TV show. If they don't find somebody consistent to watch, to follow, to learn from, to get value from, they're going to go ahead and click the channel and go find somebody else. They're going to go ahead and scroll and go find somebody else to go ahead and tune into. So I can promise you right now, there's a reason why I've been doing this every day for the past 2 years, because I understand the power of consistency, right? My audience, they're looking for value. They're looking for someone to learn from, just like your audience is. So I figured out, why not we be the light for them to go ahead and be attracted to? So your consistency, I promise you, is going to be worth it. How many of you have had individuals watch you for 3 months, 6 months? Those of you have been in for a year, maybe a year, and finally decided to go ahead and reach out. Because here's the truth about this business. Here's the truth about life. Let me ask you a question. How many people do you know that are excited to go to work today on a Friday? How many do you know? How many do you know that are excited to go to work after this weekend gets over on Monday? You let me know. I can probably hold up on less than these two hands. I don't know too many, right? Most people, they're not excited to go to work. They're doing the same mundane activities every day. So you know what happens with those that are watching you when you're connecting with new faces? They're going to wake up and they see you excited. They see you winning. They see you growing. They see you developing in the best version of yourself over weeks, over months, and sometimes over years. And there's going to be that one day where they're sick and tired of being sick and tired. And they're like, you know what? I'm ready to go ahead and change. I'm ready to go ahead and make a difference. Horizon J, send me the link. Lady Boss Nikki, show me where to go ahead and get started. I'm telling you, I've seen this for years. So trust me right now. Even if nobody is liking, even if nobody is commenting, they are watching your page. They are watching your consistency. And it's only a matter of time before that string gets cut to where they're finally ready to go ahead and make a decision. There's two reasons that people change, okay? There's only two reasons. People change for desperation or they change for inspiration. Years ago, I was desperate to change, needed money, lived on $30K in debt, but I was also inspired because I saw other people that were just like me, that walk like me, that talk like me, that were able to go ahead and achieve success. And I'm not even just talking about financially, in all different aspects. So this is crucial to understand when it comes to being consistent. You have those that are watching you every day, and even if they don't reach out, I'm telling you, the eyeballs are there. Number 3, the third tip for your strong work ethic is going to be prepare for the night before, okay? How many of you guys know the 5 F's when it comes to preparation? Go ahead and drop it down below. Who knows the five P's? I'm sorry, the 5 P's when it comes to preparation. You ready? Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Okay? Proper preparation prevents poor performance. That's a tongue twister. But that's so true, right? Jim Rohn talks about it all the time. He said, don't start the next day until you've already finished the last and set up for the next, right? So the most prepared person eventually is going to win. Matt Rosa, I'll never forget it. At the first event, he told everybody, show me your calendar. I'll be able to show you your income coming into the future. So being prepared, right? What does our schedule look like coming in for this week? Do we know what we're doing once we get off of this call? Do we know? Do we have a post schedule for how many days we're going to post this week? Do we know what educators are going to be tuning in, what times for when we get off work to be able to go ahead and plug in and master these skill sets of trading and e-commerce, right? Have we taken time to go ahead and set aside, just like Netta this morning, personal development? We're either curious or we're serious about it. Those that are curious scratch surface level results. Those that are serious really end up seeing a serious result inside of their life, okay? So I want you guys to think about it. If I have a talk, if I have an event, if I have a call coming up like this every day, guess what? Every day, most don't realize how much preparation it actually takes to go ahead and do this call every day. Most people have no idea. They think I just wake up and just get on here every day. I have to go ahead and I have to get notes the night before. I have to go ahead and study the information before I go ahead and get on this call. So believe it or not, there's a lot of preparation that goes into this. And I want you to think about doing that for years straight. For years straight, 5 to 7 days a week. So when you really get serious about your growth, when you really get serious about preparation, people are going to take you serious. And I'm telling you, your growth is going to be inevitable. Okay. Number 4, when you fail to prepare, you prepare to fail, right? I can't tell you how many times that I've seen individuals, you know, they get up and they're about to speak and it's the first time they've really spoken in front of a room and they go ahead and they talk about their story. Well, the reason why they're so nervous doing their story is because they haven't taken the time to go ahead and practice and prepare hours, days, weeks, and months before. You see, each and every one of us, we have the ability to go ahead and get our story right here, right now, today, after this live, and go ahead and tell your story. Let everybody know where you came from. Let everybody know where you're at right now and let them know where it is that you're going. You know how many people can relate with your story that are a nurse, that have a full-time job, that are a single mom, that are going through life just like you, but there's a reason why you've actually become excited. because you found a vehicle right from your phone, from your laptop. You found a way that we can make multiple streams of income. You found a community that truly wants to see everybody win. So trust me when I tell you, your voice is powerful, and those out there are waiting to hear your story so they can go ahead and align and relate to it and potentially be able to do business with you as well. Okay. So success is where preparation and opportunity meets. Okay. So important to understand. Number 4, let's keep it moving. 4th tip to building a stronger work ethic. We talk about it. How many would like to be able to have more and do less? Okay. Well, first off, it starts with being able to do more. Okay. What do I mean by doing more? A couple different things. Being able to show up early, being able to work through lunch, even being able to work maybe a little bit later, simply doing more, right? The difference between extraordinary and ordinary is what? It's that little extra. So you know what I did years ago? Here's the simple thing that I did. And you all can do this as well. I looked at the top educators. I looked at the top chairmen, and I just looked at their schedule. I said, what are their daily habits on a daily basis? There's a reason why they're winning. There's a reason why they're winning and having success on the trading side. There's a reason why they're impacting so many lives. There's a reason why they're so consistent, have such a surreal confidence when they speak. They're obviously doing something that I wasn't. So I took the time to go ahead and beat at my craft. What books are they reading? How are they speaking? How are they using their voice inflection in their when they go out and do events? What are the transitions? What are all the metaphors that people laugh all over the world where they were talking about the same type of things, but it had a huge effect. There's a reason why they've been able to master these different skill sets, because all they did was they did a little bit more than the average person. You see, when you can do things that others are not willing to do, while those are partying, while those are going out, while those are watching Netflix, while those are just sitting at home with their girlfriend watching TV, I'm telling you right now, what you do in private will always get praised in public. So here was the deal. If somebody was doing serious with trading, right, just like Mike and Chris, I said, you know what? Show me your trade plan. I'm going to ask you questions until I really pick it up, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to truly be a student. That's what I did with trading. Right? When it came to somebody that was really crushing the business, I asked myself, how many people are you talking to a day? How many are you reaching out to? And whatever they did, I would do that, do one more. So truth be told, that's exactly how Rise and Shine with DeFi was started. Neno was doing his call every day at 9 o'clock from Monday through Friday. So I said, if he went from a Platinum 2000 to a Chairman 25 in a matter of a year and a half, what would happen if I took a serious step for myself? Because one of my weak spots was my morning. I used to get up late. So I said, if the elites are getting up early, let me go ahead and maybe I shouldn't be staying up so late. Maybe I should tune it a little bit to get up a couple hours earlier. And that's what I did. So I looked at everybody in the company. There was nobody that was doing a call 7 days a week. No chairman, no educator. So I said, I'm going to look at the top 1% and I'm going to outdo what they do. And you guys can go back and see, I've been doing this call for years. So trust me, success takes time. When they say success doesn't happen overnight, but it does happen one night, that's so true. I've seen it over and over again. Look at Neno. He did literally 3+ years of mornings with Neno. Not $1 of pay. Now we just leveled up to an MMX educator. Just took Bob Proctor's spot. How cool is that? But that's the power of staying consistent. So look at the top in your industry. Look at the top in your niche. Look at the top traders. Look at the top educators. Look at the top chairmen and ask yourself, what are they doing that I can go ahead and adopt into my daily rituals, into my routine, and into my schedule? And I'm telling you right now, you're going to see the growth, because nobody's a superhuman. They all have the same hours. They have the same time. They have the same mouth as you and I. The difference is how do they use it and leverage it? Okay, this is big. Number 5. All right, I got 4 more for you. 5 is the now mentality. Subscribe to the now mentality. Forget about tomorrow. Okay. A lot of us, my father taught me this when I was young. He said, do what you can do today. Don't wait until tomorrow. Right. I can't tell you how many times I had the chance to go ahead and call and follow up with somebody today, but because I forgot, I wasn't organized, I didn't write it down. Guess what happened? A week went by. We followed up. We caught up. And now they're like, well, sorry, D, I don't have the money, bro. I already spent it. I spent it on shoes. I spent it going out. I spent it on my girlfriend. I'm telling you, if you guys can start the now mentality, life is going to change. In a matter of an instant, we all started the Now Mentality doing the 90-day challenge, right? Writing our gratitude, doing our journaling. That came out of nowhere with nothing but a decision. So the same thing can go with our life. There's 2 times that we joined the business. One is the first time that we actually got into IM. The second time is the day we actually make the decision to really go all in, right? This is the Now Mentality. What are you guys willing to do now to set ourselves up for the next 3 to 5 years? These were the questions that I was asking myself. So I say, you know what? For the next 90 days, for the next 18 months, I'm going to give this thing everything I have. And the reason being is, if not this, then what? And I want you to go ahead and ask yourself that question. If you keep waiting for the perfect opportunity, for the perfect scenario to go ahead and pop up in your hands, let me ask you, if not this, then what? Where do you know that you can go ahead and learn recession-proof skill sets? Where do you know that you can go ahead and make this type of income in a short amount of time? Where do you know that you can go ahead and learn these type of skill sets for this cheap? You go show me and I'll go out and I'll jump on it right away. Because I'm telling you, I've been spending years to go ahead and find it. So there's 2 best times to plant a tree. Number 1 is 20 years ago. Number 2 is when? Right now. So let me ask you this. When is the best day to start your live? When is the best day to go ahead and start your series on your YouTube? Today. Right now. There's no need to wait. There's an audience that's waiting to hear your voice the day that you go ahead and decide to put yourself out there. So decide today. Number 6, 3 more. Find running mates. Okay. There's nothing better than running mates who push you. You need people around you who push and elevate you to go beyond what you are comfortable with. I'm telling you, this was a game changer along the course of my journey, right? I'm a very competitive individual. So we talk about being able to not compare, not compete, but to be able to go ahead and collaborate. But at the same time, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of healthy competition. I'm telling you guys, find somebody who's close to you that is a P600, that is a P1000, that's seeing success on the charts, and go ahead and reach out. It doesn't even have to be someone that's seeing, even a chairman. You guys can find lower level ranks, lower levels where individuals are winning with the products. And I'm telling you, questions will take you anywhere that you want to go. That's why events, that's why things like that are so important, because you get to see what others are doing that's allowing them to win. And it could be just a little tweak that you add on that ends up changing the game for you. But now you guys have somebody to go ahead and keep you accountable. So go ahead and drop it down below. Do you have an accountability partner? If the answer is no, let me tell you, this is going to be huge. And we can go ahead and make that happen for you, because when you have this, it's like going to the gym. Okay. If you've ever gone to the gym, you can go ahead and we can do some weight by ourselves. But if you've ever had a spotter, if you've ever had a partner, tell me or tell me not, do they allow you to go ahead and lift more weight and push farther than what you're able to normally do by yourself? Yes or no? Without a doubt, absolutely. So the same thing goes with business. The same thing goes with our life. When you have a spotter, they're able to help you do a couple more reps than what you normally thought you were used to doing. So important. All right. This is big. Number 7, got 2 more for you. 7 is going to be cut off distractions, right? We talked about the word distraction, being able to take off traction. That's everything that a distraction is. So everyone has distractions, but to be able to eliminate the rest and focus on the goal and the work, this is where the magic starts to happen. So the easiest way I could help you guys go ahead and get focused is your calendar, right? Is your to-do list. Is being able to time block your schedule, right? Nikki actually has a couple apps that she's been diving into to really go ahead and get organized. If you want to go ahead and drop those down below, go ahead and put those. These are actually from Chris Derrick, right? So I believe Notion was one of them, but if you have the other ones, if you want to go ahead and drop those down for the squad so they can get it. But this is big. Staying organized is going to help you guys really be able to not guess what you're doing, but really be able to run at your goals, okay? Last but not least, for distractions, don't make excuses, okay? All it means is goals and priorities are not truly something important to you, or we would make time for them. Okay, this is a realization that I had to have for myself. It was so easy to say, I don't know why I'm always distracted. Well, the truth was, I wasn't focused enough on my goals. I didn't have my note cards everywhere. I wasn't carrying my goal card with me. I wasn't serious about my morning routine. But the second that I really started to take all those to a different level, to really do the deep work, Watch what happens in your life, in your feelings, in your state, and everything will start to follow. And last but not least, number 8, go ahead and finish up the 8 tips for building your stronger work ethic is simply the to-do list, okay? What needs to get done next and right now, not later, okay? When it comes to to-do lists, we have priorities, okay? And inside of this to-do list, the top priorities go at the top, so we make sure we knock those out first. And here's the deal as you go by, okay? Have things written down and not in your head, because this gives you a far greater chance of actually doing it, okay? When it comes to goals, when it comes to a to-do list, you'd be surprised at the difference that even a small percentage, okay? A small percentage of those that actually do the to-do list, it's a drastic change in the results that they get. If you know who you're calling today, if you know what sessions you're getting on, if you know what times you're going to go ahead and post your scheduled content, the day becomes so easy, because you understand that every piece of it is intentional. Every bit of it, you're able to maximize the energy, and you don't have those energy leaks anymore, where it feels like there's a gap somewhere. Now you start to really go ahead in alignment and make this thing whole. So family, that's my training for you guys today on the 8 tips to go ahead and build a stronger work ethic and to dominate the end of October and really make the end of 2022 something to remember and something powerful rolling in to 2023. So family, that is my training for you guys today. If you got any value, smash that like button, drop some 3s down below. I'm excited for each and every single one of you. I'm ready for what is to come. We got some profits this morning. Drop some 1s. If you guys got some profits on the trading call, we are done for the day already. You got to love it. Being able to knock out the trades, being able to have the morning routine done already. And now we have the whole day to go ahead and master and take advantage of. So family, it is your favorite entrepreneur, Define Dreams. If nobody told you today, I believe in you. You are powerful. You are amazing. And I cannot wait to see your continued growth to come. Remember, if you can hold it in your mind, you can hold it right here in your hand, family. Go out and have a blessed day. I will see you guys top, because the bottom is way too crowded. Let's go. Game time.